Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the centres of football in Brazil, and the Estadio Morumbis, a mighty venue befitting that status. We're up and running then. And he's quick to get rid. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Good ball, good take. That is lovely. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. And we have our very first corner. Guardiola with the short one. Guardiola. That's been cut out, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Over to the other side. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Iniesta. Now it's Villa. Oh, that's nice. Araujo defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Hazard. Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. David Villa. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Balde. He's picked his way through. And this is it. There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Koundé. Alexander-Arnold. He has found the way through. Oh, sweet feet. Here's Chouameni. And it's Guardiola. Bale. It's Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Oh, nice touch. Piqué simply refused to be outdone there. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Messi. And here's Griezmann. Iniesta. That's Guardiola. Now Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Hazard. And it's been played through. Now that's well seen too. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Iniesta. Alexander-Arnold. Guardiola. And it's Tchouaméni. And Iniesta. Iniesta stood his ground strongly. Xavi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Balde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's Iniesta. Messi with the clearance. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Teremos uma substituição.
Away we go again.
Granada clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Koundé. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Now it's Bale. Piqué is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Jordi Alba. Now can they get it back? David Villa.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Tchouaméni, well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold finding himself, he's rising! Oh, he's got a piece of it! And Kubasi. Alexander-Arnold. Throw in. And it's Iniesta. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Xavi. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Villa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Bale. Now that's a lovely exchange. That's tidy. Goes for the shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Guardiola goes short. Tries a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. And here's Bale. Xavi. So what can they make of this? Griezmann ventures forward. And that's a throw-in. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Alexander-Arnold, neatly clipped into space.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Xavi. And it's Xavi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Jordi Alba, played into the box. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Substituição em campo.
So we have
Camisa
movement on
21,
both benches.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9. Camisa 20. Substituição em andamento.
Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Kubasi. And Balde. Chouameni. And it's Azar. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Guardiola. Azar. Mbappe. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now, this could be a chance. He's found space here. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's a sharp pass. Aims beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been knocked clear. Ball is over the line. Oh, it's played a terrific effort! He will be livid with himself.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He has a look out. Not the most convincing of passes. Piqué was in no mood for any of that. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 14.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Camisa 16.
Jordi Alba calmly anticipates. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé cuts it out. Guardiola. And here's Saviola. Great vision. Chance, surely! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Well, would you believe that? Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have the first goal. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Guardiola. No way through. Koundé. Guardiola. This is a promising build-up. Navas. Bale going like a man possessed at the moment. He's had a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Bale. Oh, shooting chance! That is special! Gareth Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. So just 15 minutes still to come. Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 4. Camisa
Exhaustion,
5.
physical and mental.
24.
Will we find a winner?
Deixando o campo para a
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knock. And the finish! Oh, is that it? So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Pedri! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Beckham, upright and purposeful. And he lines, getting up there! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a
Big chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.